Hi, hello, I'm jo-robo, and today I'd like to discuss how, I craft together the characters that I write. I get notes on and also kind of believe that I write pretty realistic character dynamics, and I'd like to share kind of what the core things that I write about is. 1. I tend to borrow a lot of personality traits from people that I actually know, because it feels much more easier to pull real life experiences rather than trying to come up with things on the fly. So if you've played Robo T1, you've seen the two date characters, Revik and Vals. Revik kind of represents all of the very suave things that I've seen in the people that I've dated. Vals is more of the very cute fandom nerdery that I have witnessed in almost all of my partners. I think having a knowledge base of different types of people helps a lot, not just for writing character dynamics between romantic partners, but also friends, family members, colleagues. Having a breadth of experiences in your life does help, I think, in writing those characters down. There are certain stories that I don't think I'd be able to tell because I don't have that experience. I always want to start off with, do I have this in my library of people I know? Second, I try to think about what is a character's need or desire, and not necessarily just the, well, I want to be in a romance sort of thing. I want to also capture the sides of somebody. Every single main character that I write, whether that be Jyoti in Robomancer, Galeen in Robo T1, or Kors in Robo T2, my main goal is, yes, romance or feelings are definitely a major aspect. These are also nerdy characters. These are also characters who have a job usually, because me from 2014 onward needed to have. So I'm like, I want to give you a character who has a job and is thriving. I think thinking about the motivations of, in Robomancer 000, we have Jyoti, who is a mech pilot who not only wants to impress the person that they're going to be up against in a match, but they also have to think about their career. Robo T1, you have Galeen, who loves comics, is very interested in the worlds beyond Verdande, and I think Galeen is a very connection-oriented robot. Kors from Robo T2 is as well. A lot of their interactions involve noticing ways to care for others. Or third, I don't think you have to close off every single thing that's mentioned in a conversation. You can have very real conversations in which people bring up bits and pieces of stuff, but these things might not even have any relevance in the end game. It can just be something small and adorable that this character is trusting me. I guess a lot of characters that I write tend to have a thing that they're very focused or interested in, and it's because I'm surrounded by people who have special interests and things that they care about deeply. Having a passion for something, having a deep love for something, I find admirable. I find charming, and that's probably why a lot of my characters have those pieces of them shown in their game. Giving them the ability to live and not have to have their entire story encapsulated in a conversation or have it encapsulated in the arc of a game. There are some loose ends in Robo T1, in Robomancer, and in future games that I'm going to make that I want people to wonder about and come back again to learn more if I write those things. I do tend to also drop the ball on some stuff sometimes. Yeah, I think those are the three core pieces of how I write realistic characters and dialogue. And I'm sure that there's other people who have similar advice of having a knowledge base of the types of characters you're writing. I think it's much easier to write from the heart or from a space that you can confidently portray. I think also having in mind the type of personality each character has, what their goals are, not just in that one momentary character interaction, because you might just have a character who's in one scene and never shows up for the rest of the game. And I think it's still important to have that character have a breath of life. And then third, thinking about, I'm kind of having a brain fart right now. have Editor Robo add that in.
That third thing was be okay to leave loose ends in conversation.
All right. So character dynamics is something that I feel like can make or break, especially for visual novels. If you have character dynamics that are lacking, all the character art, the beautiful art in the world, or all of the different ways that you can interact with this game or this software falls flat for me. If the story falls flat, I'm just like, I'm just not going to open this game ever again. And please feel free to share some of the ways that you write or guide people to play realistic characters or character dynamics in your games. I would love to learn about it. So yeah, I hope you have a good day, good night, wherever you are, and thank you for joining me. Bye-bye!